dog wags his tail. A small bag he gives it. Scratch his tongue.
I've been lied to. My whole life. And I was gullible enough to just believe it. My parents are alive, and I have to save them. I think a part of me always knew that. A part that Shah denied to me. Indeed. But the truth may yet prove painful. Who knows what Shah still keeps from me? We'd better press on for now, and hope we're ready when the moment comes. But before that, there's one thing I need to see to. You'll see for yourself soon enough. Just leave it with me.
We leave the heart of the Absolute alive. Thanks to you. You did well to defeat Ketheric. But Ketheric was only the first to fall. There are many more battles ahead, and they will not be so easily won. You will need allies. Jaheira's wisdom will be an asset to you on the journey ahead. Her Harper's too. But if we are to succeed, we will need others. Good. I'm glad to hear that. Baldur's Gate may not know it yet, but its fate is bound to ours. Seek on its streets those whose purpose aligns with our own, and invite them to our cause. Together, we will put an end to the Absolute.
Ketheric Thorm is no more. But the Shadow Curse still remains. I need to be careful. The Shadow Curse persists. A shame that we could not lift it. But we have to move on.
The Absolute armies are on the march, and Baldur's Gate is their target.
Ketheric is defeated, the path ahead clear. You should be elated. But the sight of the land you leave behind does nothing to alleviate your sorrow. Though however deep your pain, it cannot compare to Halsin's.
Sergeant, if you are here, I presume Wyrm's Rock is secure, and preparations for my inauguration are complete.
No, Lord Gortash. We were interrupted. Another quake in the lower city. More severe this time.
But even I cannot command natural phenomena to cease.
Forgive me, my lord, but there is panic in the streets. The people are afraid.
Perhaps the people would be calm if you kept your nerve. I expect better from the Flaming Fist than to run scared from a slight tremor in the earth. Get back to your duties.
Duties, duties, duties. Patrolling and saluting and following and bowing and scraping and yes sir, no sir, rip and cut your throat, sir.
Your plan is falling apart, lordling. Give me a reason not to cut you to ribbons.
Control yourself, Orin. We need to focus on reuniting the stones or the brain will break free. These quakes are just the start. Neither of us expected the Prism Bearers to kill Ketheric. They'll be traveling to the city. Let's make sure we give them a Baldurian welcome.
I itch to peel you, to split your skin, to see your skull shine in the light. Little tyrant. Lucky for you, I harvested a whole family of living flesh in Rivington at high sun. They will sate my blade thirst tonight. Oh, but tomorrow, and tomorrow, and tomorrow, and tomorrow, my blades will thirst again.
Beyond the campsite, the city waits in uneasy silence, one sleep away. The events of the last days weigh heavily upon you. Sleep's rest is slow to come to one whose mind is so full. The Absolute is not a god, but an elder brain controlled by the Chosen of the Dead Three. They mean to use it to take control of the Sword Coast. All who carry the tadpole are governed by the brain, and by extension the Chosen. It will take but one order to transform them into an army of mind flayers. This would have been your fate too, were it not for the astral prison and the mysterious visitor inside of it. With her help, you have uncovered the cult for what it really is. A plan. Together, you have the power to thwart the Dead Three. If you follow this path to its end, the Elder Brain will not answer to the Chosen. It will answer to you. Will you liberate them from their parasites and their religious delusions? Or will you use the power you gain for your own purposes? You will not have long to wait. All you need to do now is sleep. But sleep is not for you.
Hear me. Gather. The reckoning is upon us. The city thirsts for domination. March. Join.
We're under attack. Help me.
You lifted harborer. Tadpole scum! That's a cat!
Fight your way to the portal. I need your help.
Oakfather, ease my way. Victory awaits.
Incendium Field!
No choice but to keep going. These boots have seen everything.
Got to concentrate. Moving.
Come quickly! I can't do this without you!
That thing's not going to hold together much longer.
I'm here. Tell me. I'm under attack.
That should more than suffice.
Wherever we go, ye gods, let there be something green.
Let's end this.
On my way.
I'm fury. I am death.
can't hold them back alone.
What's next? I wonder.
It's not over. Come to the skull. I need you, now.
Take kill forward. Kill who you must to survive. Even Githyanki.
It's not over. Come to the skull. Come to the skull.
By the one true sky.
The Githyanki is the source of our protection against the Absolute. I must subdue him, or everything we've worked towards is lost. Don't let my form deceive you. I am the one that's been protecting you. I am the one that came to you in your dreams. Help me. You saved a child from a viper, back in the Druid's Grove. You saved the Asima Night Soul from her soul cage. I told you about my room in the El Sol Tavern, that night when you held me. I was vulnerable. You comforted me. Your continued existence as yourself, and not a mind flayer, should be all the proof you need. Now, help me.
Despite your best attempts to be subtle, the Mind Flayer's awareness is everywhere.
You must be joking. I am telling you my thoughts. But if you insist...
Nothing in your colorful existence to date could have prepared you for this. As the horror subsides, you are left with only one coherent thought. You must do whatever you can to subdue the Githyanki.
Happy? Now, join me. Fight!
Aid an Illithid against Githyanki? We cannot. We must not!
Your blind loyalty will be your undoing, Lae'zel. Fight with me, for your own survival. Fool! Without me, you will perish. Not your enemy. The Githyanki are. Destroy the Honor Guard. Stop! I'm the one keeping you alive.
We'll be well.
breaths resound like a death knell in your mind, tolling for the end of all hopes of survival and freedom. With startling clarity, you realize the Mind Flayer was telling the truth. If it dies, so do you. Your stomach drops, your chest constricts. Your thoughts begin to splinter.
You are found.
Now you hear me. Now you yield. Join me. Thrall. This is your end. This is your end. You bow or you break.
Startling clarity, you realize the Mind Flayer was telling the truth. If it dies.
Thank you. With your help, we will both survive. blind loyalty will be your undoing, Lae'zel. Fight with me. Together, we can turn the tide. Destroy the Honor Guard.
Nothing important is ever easy.
Ready. The straight path. It is already over. greets us all. But not today.
Control over the Githyanki prince.
Not but another harvest. The same old song. onward.
You are not the one I wish to speak with. Bring me your leader. Now is not your time. We have much to discuss. Bring me your leader.
Well, that ends not as bad as it could have.
Don't look at me like that. I am a Mind Flayer. Yes. Without me, you would be a slave to the Absolute.
It's obscene. To owe my life to a damned geich. No more lies, no more tricks. I will have answers!
It was necessary. Rare are those that would openly consider a partnership with a Mind Flayer. Even those who are on a path of becoming one. It's like I said before, I'm just like you. An adventurer. I came from Baldur's Gate, though I was never one to be constrained by circumstance. I longed for more. That longing brought me to Moonrise Towers, on a search for treasure. To a colony of Mind Flayers who caught me, changed me into what I am now. For years, I served the Elder Brain. The one you know as the Absolute. I was a thrall like any other, but I was fortunate. I broke free and started a new life in my own city. I sustained myself on criminals. Unglamorous, but there are plenty of them. Rarely missed. And they fueled me while I did my work. I had the good fortune to meet Duke Stelmane. We formed a partnership, and through her, I became the governing force behind the Knights of the Shield. The largest mercantile operation in Baldur's Gate. People referred to me as the Emperor. Such was my influence. Though of course they had no idea what I really was. My needs were sated. I was happy for a while. Until my true nature was discovered by the tyrant himself, Lord Gortash. He tore me from my home and brought me back to the Brain, where I became a slave once again. A slave he continued to call me Emperor. The name was intended as a slight, to remind me of the heights from which I fell. But I have grown fond of it. It encapsulates well who I've become. Prince Orpheus, son of the first leader of the Githyanki.
Orpheus. Impossible. He was slain by Gestil Kithrak himself.
Quite possible, I assure you. His power has been the source of your continued protection against the voice of the Absolute. The power to disrupt hive-mind communication. It is the same power that enabled Orpheus's mother to bring about the fall of the Illithid Empire eons ago. A power she passed on to him, and that I leveraged for you. When Orpheus's mother left, a usurper took her place. Blackith declared herself queen of the Githyanki. Blackith wanted his power, but Orpheus rose against her, and so she sealed him and his honor guard within this prison. Bound by infernal chains, Orpheus could never leave. Bound by duty, his guard never would. They were close to breaking my hold on that prince. And if they had succeeded, we would be lost. I am relieved. You have embraced your potential enough that you could help me eliminate them. Alone, Orpheus will be much easier to control. Most certainly Orpheus. He is a threat to her reign. Some Githyanki still revere him, in defiance of their teachings. Blackith was safe as long as they believed him to be dead. But as you can see, he is very much alive.
I don't understand. The histories claim the prince was burned to ash in the skies.
Your histories are fabrications. The prince was not killed. As you can very well see, he was in prison. She kept him this way because she was reluctant to eradicate such power. Power that she might one day wish to take from him. If the Githyanki ever find out what she has done, there will be civil war. Blackith will be finished. A very good question. One that I have been unable to answer. That Orpheus lives at all is ruinous to Blackith. She has done everything in her power to keep his existence a secret. That Gortash and the Chosen found out about it. This is impossible to explain. But it was important enough to them that Gortash sent me to retrieve it. The moment I found it, I felt a change. My free will returning. I followed the feeling inside, and found Orpheus. I realized what the prison was for. Containment. While my body was within the prison's bounds, my mind was free. I could resist the Elder Brain, the Chosen. Better yet, I could plan to overthrow them. All I needed to do was subdue Orpheus, and find allies in the outer world. You. That would be a terrible idea. The moment he is free, he will attack you. Your only defense would be to kill him, and in so doing, you would doom us both.
Even though he is subdued, you feel Orpheus's revulsion, a pulsing hatred that cannot be contained. The Emperor is telling the truth. To him, you are just another wretched Illithid.
You carry a tadpole. As far as Orpheus is concerned, you are already a Illithid, a sworn enemy, just like me. I appreciate that. My original body was destroyed when I transformed. When I first escaped the Elder Brain, I searched for a new vessel, but the longer I inhabited this one, the more it grew on me. I realized that returning to my former self would only impose limitations. Any advantage I could gain by restoring my original appearance, I already had to hand in the form of magic, and that humanoid shape you've come to know. As an Illithid, I have far surpassed who I ever was before. You, too, should embrace this change. I believe we'll have a better chance of defeating the Elder Brain if you embrace your latent Illithid potential. I've been studying you for a while now. I believe I can trigger the next stage of your tadpole's life cycle, while continuing to preserve your independence. You have seen what I can do. Imagine yourself with the same strength, the same intelligence, the same devastating beauty. If you let me, I can evolve you. You will be able to do things There will be physical alterations, of course, but only partial. You will retain most of your current form, and you will soon see that the benefits outweigh any perceived loss. The answer is twofold. One, I can, but it would kill you, as I told you before. Two, why would I? You have done well with the limited form you have, but you would do so. Do you wish to evolve or not?
Skra! Whatever.
You continue. You're mine now. Hold out your hand. It wants to evolve, but it cannot do so alone. It must commune with another.
A coldness seeps through your veins as the tadpole bearable. Your mind is a veritable feast. The tadpole's essence courses through you. Where it touches, your flesh, glands, organs contract and flood with pure thought. You feel different. Your body has never felt more connected. Your mind present in every flex of a joint or muscle.
You are exquisite. When your allies see what you can do, but we mustn't lose focus. You heard the Chosen. The brain has gone to this. We must not let them reach it. We must find them. The answer is twofold. Two. So, do you wish to evolve? I understand. Let us hope then that your present self will be sufficient to deal with 3 gods of death and a giant magically enhanced. But in case you look after it. Use it when you're ready to evolve. You or your allies. But we mustn't lose focus. You heard the Chosen. The brain has got... We must not let them reach it.
Out of here, quickly! We'll speak after.
Eager for battle.
There is nothing further I can do for you.
Still alive, so that's progress.
My eyes grow heavy. Best to make camp.
So, there's been a mind flayer inside the artifact, or astral prism, the whole time we've had it. Sounds like utter madness, even though I've seen it with my own eyes. The more I learn, the less I understand just why I was sent to retrieve that thing. But it matters little now. I do not serve Shah anymore, nor the Mother Superior. The prism is no longer my mission. Saving my parents is. But I digress. Did you want something? Fine. What's on your mind? How are you holding up? Don't be so modest. I can't remember the last time I met someone like you. Perhaps I never did. And never will again.
must find where Gortash and Orin have established themselves, and take their nether stones.
The city is close now. My former peers will be watching, no doubt. Waiting for my return. We should do what we can to find them. What they know could help us.
Excuse me. I can't find my mum. Yenna! And my cat is Grub. He's shy. I'm not. My mum is called Emery. She went to go get some herbs for her spots. She was sick, and she was supposed to come back the same day. That was last 10 day, though. Wow. Thanks. My mum would like this. She's the best cook in the world. And she taught me too. I'll look for her. I think she'll probably come soon. Thanks a lot.
Soldier, this is it. We're almost to the city. Oh, it smells the exact same. 10 years on, but still home. Incredible. Listen, I'm never going back. If you said I could die right now or live 1,000 years in the Hells, I'd choose to go out now with my freedom intact. I don't expect anyone to understand that. But I've been dealt a hand most people don't have to contemplate playing. You heard Damon, but I don't want to talk about this now. And for the first time in a decade, there are people I care about all around me. Let me enjoy that, please. I want to ride that till the wagon wheels. Hey, soldier. He got his claws into me early. I was a wild kid. One of my mates got wind of a bit of work guarding some indoorsy type with lots of enemies. Seemed like easy money. He took one look at me and said I was perfect. I liked that. I kept him safe and he paid me well. Well enough to move into a better neighborhood, and I respected him. Trusted him. And he returned that trust. The whole thing with Zariel happened so fast. I had no idea what had gone down until it was over. One minute I was in Baldur's Gate, a happy, healthy, not quite kid. The next, I was burning. Zariel laughed.
said she paid him well for my services. She'd wanted to test her new machine, and he said I'd be able to. He was right. Sometimes I wish he weren't.
I can't believe it. And my father... I heard what happened. By killing him, you set him free. You set Aelin free. And me. A great deal. But still, some of the details elude me. Ketheric Thorm. He raised me to serve Selûne as my mother, rest her soul, had wished. When an emissary of Selûne came to our little town, we were elated. Dame Aelin, daughter of the Moon Maiden herself. Tell me, do you believe in love at first sight? That's exactly it. And I tell you, I took one look at her and I just knew she was it. Lucky for me, she felt the same way. But my father was skeptical. Aelin is immortal, after all. I understand it's strange. There's an imbalance between us, certainly. But I suppose loving Aelin felt the same as loving myself. It was natural. Then... And this is where I still need answers. I died. I'm not sure how, why, but all was black. Next I knew, I was being jolted awake. I smelled musty air, I saw shadows. And then my father's face. So changed. So hideously warped. I didn't know that then, but I could see the change in him. He told me we'd be together now. Said that Aelin was dead. I couldn't speak. Could only run. I found Last Light within the shadows. Made a shelter there. Prayed my father wouldn't find me. By the time Jaheira came, I'd pieced together just enough to know I'd been dead 100 years. That my father was the source of the horrors plaguing this land. My home. I couldn't tell her who I was. I had to protect them. And myself. No matter what. It's all out in the open now. And with my father dead, I have nothing to fear. Except for Aelin. She needs healing. Rest. I'm grateful for your help. Your friendship. I hope we won't intrude on your hospitality too long. But I'm grateful.
Queen Vlaakith. Skra!
You are H'Sharlak, and still you speak my name.
I've seen the captive Orpheus with my own eyes. Spoken to Gestil Kithrak Voss. You lied to us. Enslaved us.
The betrayer Voss lies! I have only a moment, and you, H'Sharlak, will listen. We are Githyanki. We move mountains. We snuff out stars. We shake the plains. The traitor Voss has lied to you. The heretic prince would shatter us in an instant. The great dominion shrunk to the head of a pin.
Can this be true? Is the Githyanki prince really a threat to his own people? Or simply a challenge to Vlaakith's rule?
Return to the astral prism. Slay Orpheus the Pretender. Serve me, and I will ascend you. You will be no mere warrior, nor Kithrak. You will be Barta Vlaakith, commander of dragons. My only, my chosen. A final chance. Kneel before me. Make your promise.
Lae'zel's thoughts become yours. The sight of Orpheus looms over her mind. Voss's words echo within it. She means to forever turn her back on Vlaakith.
I gave you my faith, and you called me traitor. I gave you my life, and you ordered your knights to hunt me. I have witnessed too much, and you have given me too little. Finally, I can see. Orpheus will live, and I will hear his creed. This is my word.
Your word is nothing! You are nothing! The Kithraki will bring you. I will tear your flesh from your bones and devour your skull's marrow, while you beg for death. I will consume you. I will unmake you.
Soldier, my engine. It hurts. I think this might be it. Soon. Things burning hotter than I knew it could. But look, we've just about made it to the city. That'll do me. Let's go protect it. Whatever happens after that is between me and the so-called gods. With this heat going, I can't spare the energy to think. I just want to enjoy whatever's left of this life of mine. Anyway, it could be worse. I'm exactly where I'm supposed to be.
It is done. There is no going back. As long as the Undying Queen reigns, I am never to soar unbound over the astral sea, never to cross the one in the void. As it should be. Better a short life built on truth than immortality woven of lies. Better to unite the Githyanki under a prince who would free their minds and honor their bodies. So why do I feel so bitter? I know hate. It seeds and distills into molten rock, forever rattling in the belly. But I've never known this. I feel no heat, no cold. I bear neither fangs nor talon. There is only absence. No matter. I am Vlaakith's child no more. I have been born anew in Gith's son, and so from the old battle cries is birth to now. Shema Salar Orpheus, Orpheus's will above all. May the comet blaze my path forward. We find Voss at Sharess's caress and retrieve the key to releasing the prince. Orpheus Tough Kinazin. The air grows ever warmer, the hum of life within it louder. It may yet hatch, though not soon, but give it to me. Perhaps it will fare better under my care. Thank you. I know it is a mere egg. It may never hatch. If it does, it might beget a failure. But it might also beget a fighter. And...
Be honest. What do you think of the new look? Well, I'm glad someone does. Perhaps I'll get used to it. I have a lot to get used to right now. I hope so. So long as I'm willing to stroll right into the Mother Superior's trap, they have no reason to not tell me where to go. Worm's Crossing is a choke point. If I wanted to intercept a new arrival, I'd find somewhere before the bridge, blend in amongst the crowds, and wait. Most people seeking entry to the city will be refugees. I'd look wherever they're gathered.
Up on the hill.
That's why we need to walk just a little more. One foot in front of the other.
You've been saying that for days. My feet...
We told our son that this is a holiday to spare him the truth. We don't have...
Travels without his friends. Let's go.
Keep a sharp eye out. Redcaps are on the loose. One's deemed too
Cleaning, cooking, construction, the possibilities are endless.
The place was empty. Keep those thugs away from my family.
Danuvia! Get these squatters out of my house now!
Arthur, sweetheart, you paid me and my boys to be caravan guards, not cattle wranglers. If you want us to get our hands dirty, it'd be our pleasure. But that'll be extra.
This is my home. I may pride myself on my philanthropy, but I draw the line at being a halfway house. Zenobia and I are just navigating a slight contractual disagreement. Not that it's any of your concern. Agreement? Why should I negotiate with the vermin who've stolen my house? I've got nothing to say to them. Fine, fine. They can stay. Just don't blame me when they turn on you like the mongrels they are.
I respect your hustle, sweetheart, but it won't work on me. You've stepped on the Guild's toes, and we'd like a little something to make it better.
The Guild, a loose coalition unifying every criminal outfit in the city under one collective rule, from cut purses to contract killers.
I'd say you'll live to regret it, but honestly, I'm not so sure you'd live. You're serious? Let's forget this unpleasantness ever happened. Come on, boys. We've got places to be.
At least we'll have... Not quite sure why you stood up for us like that. But I won't say I'm not grateful. Thanks. And may Torm keep you. You're the first person in this city to have our backs. Thank you. Really.
Good thing you sorted that out. I was this close to chucking a knife right between that troll.
Thank the gods. I would be evicted.
Right tool will do the trick.
At least we'll have some peace now.
Peace. Peace. Haven't... Are we marching towards the city?
Better to be within its walls than without, Martha. At least here we stand a chance.
That's curious.
Looks like a trap there.
Be wary. This place is trapped. Step carefully. There's a trap. Watch how you go. There's
Looks like a trap there. Trap.
Watch how you go. There's a trap.
Chucky. Enough time wasted. Battle awaits.
Be wary. This place is trapped. Might be worth checking Arthur's donations. Looks like his generosity's compromised.
She's not brave, Ben. She's just learned to stay silent to avoid causing trouble.
I don't like being cooped up inside, but it's what's best for Cinta. I'll make sure she knows you had a hand in it.
I think I'll still keep something
At least we'll have some peace now.
In the hells was that? Felt like an earthquake. As if I didn't have problems enough already.
You're going to hire all the refugees.
Involving a
Just like
child's
that.
things.
They attacked a child. Monsters.
They were provoked. The child was poking, prodding them while they
Do
were
you
trying
think
to...
Dribbles will have his animal friends with him?
Of course. He never travels without his friends.
Arrest you all for gross negligence.
But
creepy monster thing.
This morning. When's it gonna stop?
It won't. Soon the bastards land under us. They'll come for our homes.
How many red caps are missing?
Dad, what's that monster?
It's just a man in a costume. It's not real.
How many red
But costumes don't drool, Dad.
Stinks of cheese. Between his piggy toes!
How dare you? What in the hells is all of this?
A necessity, good sir. The Steel Watch loves pretending sweet Rivington doesn't exist. So we have decided to protect you, dear patrons. No need to thank us. You'll be allowed in once I've done this batch. Next! Hello, hello, and welcome to the Circus of the Last Days, the finest extra-planar circus there is. Oh, this is Benjamin. Say hi, Benji. Benji here checks all our patrons to make sure none of you are vicious murderers. Can't be too careful. You haven't heard? The Absolute's cronies have been busy chopping people up like it's going out of style. They won't go near us, of course. Lucretius, bringer of night, protects us. And even the Absolute knows better than to tangle with a necromancer. But enough of this. The circus is a place of joy and distraction, so come inside and forget your worries. Not a problem, dear patron.
Ah! Brain juice smells like piss and iron. No like.
Oh, well, that's a first. Usually I'd allow you in, but in these times, I can take no chances. Move along. No circus for you. Forgive me. I must have misspoken. Welcome to the Circus of the Last Days. Have fun and be sure to catch the star of our show, Tribbles the Clown.
The Circus of the Last Days has returned. See Dryads, Jinn, and Tribbles the Clown back with a new act. You realize she is miming putting on face paints. She has them to...
Approach! Ugly one! Carby's Wheel of Wonders. Spin! To win prizes beyond your tiny imagination and make your miserable life more bearable. Then a Carby pity. Come on! The spongy mortal lets us see if you have luck's favor.
You notice a glint in a Carby's beard. As it glows, the wheel moves away from the jackpot. He is cheating.
Alas! No jackpot for you, ugly one. But you would accuse me, a Carby, destroyer of planes, of cheating. I am, however, feeling gracious, so I will forget this and allow you to spin again. Or I could turn you into something. Behold! My fury! Prizes found only in the most exotic of places.
Papa sells good things!
It's been an age since your last break, my darling. All right. I shall stop fussing.
Junks and nuggets for sale! Mostly bloodstain free!
That drow's nose was as crooked as you carved, my darling. He was simply in denial. I am not buttering you up. You are the very best at what you do. I promise.
Get your shinies and treaters!
skeleton looks beyond you, frozen, awaiting command from its mistress.
Ah! Lucille! It's pose, grapevine, then pivot step. Jacob, you have the grace of my great-grandmother's missing leg. Ah! And Boris. Boris! Put some sensuality into those lovely hip bones. I know you have it in you. Step it up. Interrupting a massacre? Merkel, help me! These three make the art of dance look like a ritual sacrifice. Call me Lucretius, ringmaster, necromancer, lover extraordinaire. Normally I'd invite you into my tent for a lovely vintage. But these graceless skellies need my full attention. Enjoy my circus, darling. You call that a pose? Again! Again! Jacob, you mess up that pivot one...
Do not stand too close. The flames have a life of their own.
No, we can't.
Ooh, don't get too close, or Crimson here might decide you look tasty.
Hunger. My stomach screams. Press your flesh through bar.
Scary.
I don't know what that is, Peanut, but it's not a kitty.
Another. Good.
While the cage is sturdy, the lock is old. It could be jammed shut, so not even a key could open it.
My time comes. I will show you. All of you. Look. See. The crows. They laugh. They shine with innocence. But it is a lie. Every one of you is vicious. Cruel. You kill my mate. Steal my cubs. I roar. Break my cage. And then you die. You all die!
Buddy the dog is my very best friend. Do you know why? Why? Because with him, anything is possible. Way!
Gods, I hate clowns. I'm not even sure clowns like clowns.
Did you hear about the Scarecrow who lost a fight? He got the stuffing kicked out of him. Way! Oh, you're all such good friends. I've had a wonderful time, but I have to go. Oh, well, if you insist. How about a magic trick? But first, I need a volunteer with nerves of steel and the heart of a lion. Who will it be? Who?
A prickling hum runs through your very being. Your patron does not trust this clown. Not one bit.
You, my special assistant. Come on up.
You think I haven't mounted a stage before? Don't be warned, clown. If you mean to throw knives, I will throw them back.
Oh, my heart! The enthusiasm is too much! Now, up, double sharp, or poor Buddy will think you don't like him. Right there! Oh, perfect! Now, you're very special. As special as can be. Does anyone know why? Why? You're special, my friend. Because I have a message just for you. Praise the Absolute. Here comes the punchline.
getting there.
Nothing will stand in my way.
Make way.
Comes easy these days. On my way.
Have to keep going.
And here I thought that I'd slayed a clown.
Coming to this plane was a mistake. Oh dear. Screaming children, an oozing corpse, and it's not even my birthday. I thought the Absolute wouldn't dare set foot in my circus. To use such a woeful Dribbles impersonator, why, it's downright rude. As much as I love a good murder, my customers don't. The real Dribbles charms animals and makes puns. Awful puns. Not this. Alas, I cannot afford to lose any more staff. Funerals are so very expensive. I need to move the circus. But I cannot leave just yet. Not without Dribbles. He was a star. Customers of every color and creed simply adored him. I need him back, and I'll shower the person who finds him in love, adoration, and adequate compensation. What do you say? That's the spirit, darling. And remember, I look after those who make me happy. Good luck, and thanks ever so much.
is terrible.
You took those bastards down like it was nothing.
You started that.
I thought you were part of the show at first, but that was real.
You fight good.
Oh, how could Madame Lucretius let this...
How could this happen? To Dribbles? To my home?
You look a little shell-shocked. Worry not. It's nothing a little music can't fix.
Please, enjoy the circus.
Refugees traveling alone, or any stupid enough to leave. Remind them that this is our city.
Welcome, adventurer. I take it you're new to Ravine. No doubt you came here to choose from my fine selection of weapons. Yes, I seem to have it all. Clubs, so... Why don't we see if we can find the perfect weapon for you? I provide a personalized service for my customers. Tell me, how do you like to kill? Come, we're all friends here, no need to pretend. And when you kill someone, what do you feel? I can see it in your eyes, though. One more question. Do you think you could turn your weapon on those closest to you? You'll do so much worse by the time I'm done with you.
So, you're the lick-spittle who crushed the Bone Lord's thrall. Have you come begging, sniffing for our stones? Gortash won't like that. A throat his black hand can't choke the spit from. He'll find your weaknesses, stick a knife in the cracks and prise you apart. Unless you get him first. When you find the Lordling, tell him Orin is watching.
So, Orin is a shapeshifter. How long has she been watching?
You! Try attacking me when my back isn't turned, you bloody coward! Is that so? You've got some evil twin running round whacking people. I'll tell you now, you'll be seeing bloody double when I'm done with you. Ah, God's be damned. I need a bloody drink. Go on.
Gonna stop.
City's human is going mad. Thieves, murderers, monsters. All hell's breaking loose.
Goodness me, that's...
You didn't even fight back.
Joking. This
tried.
is great. Think of all the work we can get.
No point arguing with the guards.
Hi. Well. Hi. Or maybe you look like you know how to use a spear. By spear. What'd you say? Huh?
You want me to
but they leave your rings intact.
Yeah, well, first time they won't feel impressed.
The priests will open the temple up again. You'll see. They're good people. Holy people.
Please, in the name of the Crying One, have mer.
The Crying One weeps today. Our father Lorgan is dead. Murdered.
We've had nothing but scraps for days. We loved Father Logan as you did. We would never hurt him.
Can't let you in.
All kind. Refugees.
Ah, a new face. Something to send? Don't be shy. Welcome to Sword Coast Couriers. To send and to serve. Delivery not guaranteed. I'm alive and well, aren't I? Earning an honest living, serving my community. I've plenty to be happy about, though I will admit it's been tough recently. We've had to cut... I'll tell you, it's left me in a right pickle. I've sent what I can by pigeon, but now become a postmaster, Danzo. It'll be easy. Nobody mentions having to spend your evenings hunting for pigeon carcasses, do they? Not the foggiest. Something nearby is snatching them. I can tell you that much. Well, any letters you find, bring them back.
name and rank? Quickly now! There's a war on! At ease! At ease! I am Commander Lightfeather, leader of the finest aerial communication regiment this side of the Chianza. State your purpose, Groundwalker. I don't have all day. Damned awful business. Fine fires, a lot of them. Gone without a trace. Intelligence is in short supply, but we know our enemies flanked us on the west side, not one rooftop away. We're avoiding the whole area. I won't lose one more beak to the Blighter. If you pass that way, beware the sign of the featherless wings. From that rooftop, none return.
A little wet under the wing for our unit. The commander will soon straighten you out.
I've no need of a wing.
I heard he's a good man.
Let us talk to him. Please, try to just... We have the duty. For the good of the...
And gods don't give a damn about us.
People will help.
They are scary!
You'll see.
What about Dribble?
The absolute army.
There's a new show with Buddy the dog. Really?
What am I to do?
Buddy's my
Alright.
favourite!
I'm fine. You're the one who
Pillows.
It would be most pleasing to sleep indoors.
How many red caps are in a handful?
Still breathing, despite everything. Don't give me trouble now. This chest is deeper than it looks. A double bottom, of course.
I've said all I have to say already. Now I just want to pack up my kitchen and leave. I'm not touching it. Not with a mock 10 yards long. Some folk didn't like how he looked after the refugees. But I don't think they'd kill him for it. At least, I hope they wouldn't. That's a scary thought.
Step carefully. There's a trap.
Val's chosen is a doppelganger. I should not be surprised. Orin is testing you. Either she thinks herself a predator, playing with her food. Good. This all begins to ring a little too familiar for my liking. The last time I fought doppelgangers, the Balspawn Sarevok was using them to subvert the city. But Orin... he's more predator than politician, I think. Tell the Lordling that Orin is watching. Seems that Gortash and Orin have had a little falling out. We should leverage that.
An artist. You do well to think on that. Veteran in blood! Kill them!
Taking position.
Got to focus. On the move.
Another fight. Let's go. What path lies before me?
What must be done? Forward.